Hey there, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by. I wanted to share something that I learned in the last 24 hours, and it's a continuation from the video that I had on Wednesday. So, yesterday I was really human and I wallowed in victim mode like a professional, and nothing I did worked. Nothing brought me out. How come I didn't remember what I talked about on Wednesday? Who knows? Okay. So I thought, okay, I'm just gonna write it out, and I'll reset tomorrow, and I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Okay. So that's what I did. Went to bed. Woke up this morning. Felt great. Okay. I'm gonna meditate. So I'm gonna meditate, and I've got this artist that I love to listen to, and I'm going to post it down below. It's a Spotify playlist that I made, and you can listen to it if you like, and I hope you get something out of that. So I'm listening to the music this morning. The monkey mind starts to come, and all of a sudden I'm like, okay, I remember what I said. Whenever something starts to pull you away from focusing on just being still and peaceful, you need to say thank you. Thank you. You don't have to say it out loud. You can just think it. But I had the two words in front of my head in my mind's eye, and all I could see was thank you, thank you, thank you. And here's my ego over here going crazy, like, hey, I'm like, stop, okay, just give it a rest. This isn't working. And thank you, back to thank you. And it just kind of shuts everything off. And this is what we're going for, this shutting off thought, being still, being peaceful. And so I'm laying there enjoying my time, and then I start to feel like I'm floating, and that's great. It's a great feeling. No thought, no worries, just floating, feeling great. And then I had this thought wander into my reality, and it wasn't my thought, it was a thought from the other side, my guides and angels and all of them. And they were saying, why don't you practice letting go of the things that you don't want and focus on what you do want? Well, for the longest time I have said, focus on what you want, not on what you don't. But do I always listen to myself? No. Oh my gosh. All right, so I was like, okay. And then they said, describe the emotions that you felt yesterday. Okay. Well, we all know what depression feels like. We all know what lack feels like. What despair, weakness, hopelessness, lack, doubt, worry, all of it. We know what that feels like because we wallow in it over and over and over and over. And it's just a broken record, or as I like to call it, the hamster wheel of hell. And so I felt all that, and I was like, that just doesn't feel good, and it just feels like this big bucket of yuck. And I'm thinking, can I just set this down? And guess what? Yeah, you can. Set it down. All right. So we know that everything is energy, and we know that like attracts like, and we know that we are energy, and we attract what we put out. So if you're putting out an emotion of lack, of fear, of doubt, any of those low vibration words and emotions, that's what you're emitting. And the universe is going, oh, okay. It doesn't know that that's bad, and it doesn't know that this is good. It doesn't know. It just knows that whatever you want is what you're emitting, and that's what I'm going to continue to give you. Okay, fine. So because we live in a duality based world, whenever you think of something negative and you have decided unconsciously, that's not for me, the opposite is created. Period. There's no question. It's like the oxygen in your lungs. It's like the gravity beneath your feet. That's just how it is. When you decide what you don't like, the opposite is created. So that means what you want is over here. Oh, okay. Okay, so you don't have to sit with this ball of yuck, you can set it down. You can start the meditation. You can repeat thank you. And you can get in a state of appreciation. And when you do that, you can actually feel your body change. Your cells are responding to the better feeling thoughts. Your body starts emitting better energy. Better as in you feel better. And as I was laying there this morning doing exactly this, I was like, wow. I could feel tingles all over, yeah, which means, yes, you're on the right track. I just felt energized. I felt like a badass. Like there's nothing I can't do. And I just thought, okay, I've got to keep going with this. And I got up. I made my coffee. And I sat there and I described all the feelings that I was feeling. And it started with thank you, and it moved to confident, and then it moved into safe and secure and stable and joyful and laughter, and it just kept growing and growing and growing. And I was like, okay. So then I went and put my workout clothes on. Me. And I went to put my workout clothes on, and I went and worked out. And I haven't done that in a long time, but I'm actually feeling better. And so the workout felt great, which I can't believe I'm saying it, but it was true. It did feel great. It's never felt great before, but this one did. And I'm just like, yay. So I continued with that. And every time my mind started to wander towards something that was like, no, thank you. That's going to be the biggest thing, I think, it's easy to say, it's easy to remember, it's easy to see in your mind's eye, thank you. And I've listened to Abraham Hicks for a very long time, and they've always said that the closest thing to love, it's kind of like they intertwine, is the feeling of appreciation. And it's impossible to feel crappy when you're appreciating something. And I tested it, and it's true. So if you're trying to get away from something, and even on your worst days, like you just want to get in bed, pull the covers over you and leave me alone, don't talk to me, nobody call me, I don't exist. Even on those days, you can still say thank you. If you want to get out of what you're feeling, you just say thank you. And that may sound asinine, but it works. And I don't know, maybe you should put thank you all over your house. I have love all over my house, and maybe I need to start getting thank you signs. But I was so excited, and I wanted to share that I think I'm finally feeling like I'm coming out of the woods of transmuting all this negative energy. I feel like I've been pummeled for years, and it's like I'm starting to feel like, I'm feeling the answers. I'm feeling the energy of yes, and I want to share it with you. So if you have any questions, if you have any comments, I welcome them. My information is down below. You can email me, and I'd love to help if I can. But I just, I feel, I'm an empath, so I feel a lot of people's energy, and sometimes it's crushing. And I have to protect myself and take care of myself. But I know that I have had days where it's just me feeling that way. And I know that there's so many people out there who feel like they just don't want to go on anymore. And I understand that. But there's no other option but to go on. And I think this might help. And it's simple. It's so easy, but the things that I have figured out in my time of my healing journey is that we make everything so difficult and impossible to achieve, and it doesn't have to be that way. when I've learned what I've learned from the universe, whenever I've channeled or have had visions or whatever, everything they've told me or showed me has been simple. And it can't get more simple than describing the way that you're feeling, and really just feel it all. Feel that yuck. And then know without a shadow of a doubt that you have just created the opposite, and it's sitting over here waiting for you. And so all you got to do is hold on, get quiet, meditate, say thank you, take deep breaths, relax, and start with that feeling of appreciation, and let it pull you away from what it is you don't want, and let it pull you to what you do want. It sounds ridiculously easy. It's not when you're in the depths of hell. But if you're persistent and you really want to feel better, it's important that you ask your angels and your guides to help you. It's very important to grant them permission to do so. And sometimes I think, well, I may not know what I need, but they do, because they are all knowing. And I just say, hey, you know what I need today. And if I didn't ask for it, I'm granting you permission to help me get there. So I'm once again hoping and intending that you get something from this video that's helpful for you. And like I said, send me questions and comments and I'll help you if I can. Okay? So if you wouldn't mind, like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Have a good one. Thank you. Bye.